All right, guys, Jason here. Today, what we're going to talk about is how we're going to set up our next Gladiator. I'm already getting into that phase. I'm starting to watch some prices. I did check Carvana to see what kind of value we can get. I'm going to make a video about that later. We're going to reach out to Edmunds, and we're starting to kind of kick this process along. Maybe July, maybe August, but I'm trying to just get some stuff together. But we're going to cover, which I've been thinking a lot about, what am I going to do? How am I going to set up my new one? What am I going to do? Anything differently? And what are we going to do? We're going to cover that today. Well, first off, I'm going to put these exact same tires, and I'll buy new ones. I'm just going to, these already have almost 20,000 miles on these tires by then. I'm going to let them go with the truck, and I'm going to buy new ones. But we will be putting Falken Wild Peak AT4s. These are the ones that are on there. We are putting these tires right back on this thing, on the new one, 100% in a 35-1150, which is what these are. They fit perfectly. They work perfectly. They are incredible. They don't eat up gas mileage too bad. They are just flawless tires on every level, and I like them so much more than a Toyo that I bought before. I did Toyo Open Country. Still got one buried right under there. Brand new one right there. And I like the Falkens much better. So the next truck we get, the next Gladiator, will get these exact same tires put on them, hands down, without question, without fail, 100%. It will be also a Rubicon, 100%. It's going to be a Rubicon. And you can see, look at the mud all over this. I mean, I'm in the mud so much I can't. I try as hard as I can to not get it all over the driveway. And then but you can see it just, it's hard not to. I even keep a flat shovel right here. And as you can see, I scrape and throw mud clumps out of there all the time. I do the best I can, but it is what it is. Mud's a reality here. But these tires are definitely going to be on it. It will definitely be a Rubicon model. It may or may not have cat tracks that you see on here, because this, you know, where I live, we got cats that are everywhere here. Look at them. Look at these cat tracks. That's very, very annoying. But since Jeep paint is so robust and tough, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Whereas my Toyota, they would scratch the crap out of them. Here, they just don't. And there's no way to keep them off. It just is what it is. They're neighborhood cats. So tires are staying. I will either take these off and put these Novsite and these 7 Sparta mounts right back on, and I will take these ones off and put them on my new one, or because of the fact that I do get Novsite sent me these, and they sponsor me and stuff. If they have something new or something different, I will put them on, but I will have Novsite lights on these same mounts on my next one. This system, pure flawless in every way. And I want these driving light versions that I have, or some kind of a spot flood mix. These are driving lights, but these are so precise, perfect for what I do. I cannot say enough about them. I straight up love them. So we will be putting them on here 100%. Those will definitely, without question, without fail, be set on here as far as that goes. Exterior wise, we will do the same exact cover again. This is by Oerdo. I don't care if it's done by Oerdo or if it's done by Most Parts Plus, or what, Most Plus Parts, which is this one. They are both the same exact cover. There is no difference in these covers. They are a quick, simple, easy disconnect. Pull the lever, and there we go. And then they flip right up and roll, and they roll up super tight and compact. There's no flipping panels. I love the tonneau covers, these tonneau covers. So straight up love that setup. And I will use it again. This has been on here for 2 years, and it's been incredible. In the back end, we will be doing another standard floor mat or bed mat back here on there. I don't care if it's got bed liner or not. The one thing that will change is I am going to add molly panels on both sides. Okay, on these sides over here, I'm going to have molly panels like I had in my Tacoma, so I can mount my my battery-powered chainsaw, my impact, some of that kind of stuff on there, and have them permanently in here and not take up any more space. So we're going to be putting those on there, molly panels on the side rails, 100% for sure. We will be keeping our same winch setup that we have in there. That is that X-Bull winch that is 13,500 pound with synthetic line. We'll keep that same exact setup just like it is in here, and we will also be running my Ice Cold fridge like this. And as you see up there, I have it so it's running on a little 50 amp hour LiPo 4 battery right there, and I charge it and everything right through this plug. I love the setup. Even if I had a power outlet in here, which I do not in this one, but if I get one in my next one, I'm still gonna run it separate off of there. No chance of killing my battery or anything like that, and I can run it for days on that thing and just plug it in when I need to. Love the system, so we'll be keeping that. This will be a given, and Hook Off-Road, her Hook Road still offers this exact panel, so I will probably let this one go. It's only like 130 bucks. I'll let this one go when I get rid of the Jeep, when I get rid of this, and I will get a new one. This thing has been worth its weight in gold, and I mean, you can see how beat up, chipped up, dinged up this thing gets put through the ringer, and it holds it. It's just so solid. It's basically a 1/4-inch thick cutting board on there, and then even for sitting my butt on here, it's nice and flat, but work surface, it's flat, everything about it. This thing here, I will never own a truck again without this. The only option that would allow me, the only thing that would make me convince me to not have this is if it was like Tina's here, and somehow we ended up getting a truck with Stowflex, because the Stowflex is worth its weight in gold. Otherwise, without fail, we will have this cutting board style setup will be put on here 100%, no doubt about it. Is it a little heavier to lift it? It is, you feel it a little bit, but still so valuable. Such an important thing to have on there. So we will be putting that on there 100% for sure too. I think that pretty much covers the outside. Our blind spot mirrors will go on also, and they will be mounted inside like this and set up like this so that they are designed so I can see my rear wheels out of there and see exactly when I got to pull by logs and stuff like that, or edges of holes or things of that nature, or when I'm running ruts. Those are very important. So we will have them on, and I think that pretty much, and then we will also be, the new ones will come with LED lights automatic from the factory, but we will be running last fit fog lights down here, last fit turn signals, last fit running lights. Will be running all last fit lights in there if they're not LED already, because I do love that system that they have that last fit does on that kind of stuff. On the inside, back here, we didn't really do anything to change anything up. We'll probably run last fit liners in here. The Jeep ones are not bad, but I think the last fit ones are actually better than a Jeep. And I'll show you up in the front what I like about them more, but we'll be running basically the same setup here. Nothing changed. I am very disappointed that these mat pockets and seat backs like we have here on the new one is that stupid mesh stuff like we got right here. That's very upsetting. Very upsetting. If I could, I'd take these two seats out of this and put them in my new one, and then put the two new ones in this one before I sold it, if I could. I don't think I have that luxury, but I cannot stand the new system the seats have on a new Rubicon versus this. This was so much nicer. That's very upsetting. I will probably put these same hooks in. They're just a simple little hook, but they're very convenient to hang things on, hang my rain gear on and stuff like that. So we didn't do too much craziness in there. And here we will be putting in the same exact seat cover. This is, I will take it out of here and put it in my new one. Worth its weight in gold. It's a Carhartt seat cover. It's not expensive, but you can see sweat, DEET, bug spray, you know, permethrin, everything like that. Plus even here, look at the stains in this thing. You cannot drive down the road into swamps on all those bumps and everything and drink anything from pop to chocolate milk. You can't drink water. You can't have anything without it spilling. Okay, so you're going to have spills all over the place. And I mean, they're everywhere. Look at this. You're not going to get away from it. This seat cover is worth its weight in gold. Plus, look at the dirt even built into this. How you can see all that dirt ground into this everywhere. When you're, again, sweating like crazy, look at me right now. It's 92 degrees and I just got out here. But when you're sweating and then you are covered in all of these kind of chemicals and stuff that we have right here, like I said, very hard on your seats. Same with this neoprene cover. We will buy one of these. These are like $7. We'll put a neoprene cover on here just to protect that from my arm in that same kind of scenario. We will get these little drop-in cover compartment thing that's right here too. It's nice, puts a little pocket on both sides. We'll put those in. We will take our Bullet Point Solutions mount out of here, and I will put that in on the other one. You can hear my camera going right there. We will buy another VFO. I'll probably let this one go with it, and we'll buy another VFO dash cam to put in here as well too, because I love that. And we'll put on another one of these sticky Wix gear right there for Tina's phone or for a passenger phone, so it works just excellent. I might drop in a little tray right there too. They sell that tray, and I might actually put that tray in just for a place to store some pens and stuff. I keep them right down there right now, as you see, but like I said, handy to do. But realistically, that's all we've done to this thing. We have not done much to this Jeep, but it doesn't need it. What more do I have to do to it? Like I said, the 351150s fit on it perfectly with zero issues whatsoever right from the factory. Everything else is good. I don't need a winch on the front because I want to pull backwards. Down here in Georgia, when I start going into water and holes, what happens is if I get too far into it, my only way is back. If I go forward, can be completely underwater. So there is no winching forward if I get stuck. I don't ever want to winch forward further into the abyss that I'm going into. I need to be able to winch backwards and out. And having that winch, that X-bowl on a hitch cradle, sitting right back there, right up there where when I need it, it takes me about 2 minutes to grab that, and then take that and then plug it right into here, and then run the cables right over here and plug them right into my battery. It's sweet, simple, and easy. So I'm not changing bumpers. I'm not changing things like that. Now, one thing I am considering, okay, I have not decided yet, but I could very easily be tempted into going with a heavier spring back here and running an RSI cover, putting an RSI stainless steel cap on the back of it, and then that giving me the option to really set this up with some cool stuff in there and have it all locked down. This tonneau cover provides a little security that even with Velcro, there's no way into this unless you were to cut it open. My tailgate locks, and with the locking tailgate, the only way into this is to cut it. Most people, out of sight, out of mind, if they realize they can't even open this to get in here to look at anything, they're not going to, and I haven't had a problem. But if I get to a point where I start, like I said, I start having my impacts mounted on here, I start having my saws on there, I start putting gear on the molly panels, I got my ice co in here, might not be a bad idea to have a little bit more security, and that RSI cap gives me a lot of room. Plus, it gives me a lot more height to pack gear in there for camping. So that is my one dilemma. But other than that, everything else, it's gonna be set up exactly the same as we have right here. We are not gonna change anything. We are not gonna get crazy. It is gonna be the same exact setup, just on a new 2025 is the game plan. So questions, comments, put them down below. Thanks for watching.